lecture, we will discuss some of the applications of Newton's forward and backward interpolation formulas. The question given is, this table shows the distance in nautical mile. Now what is this nautical mile? So 1 nautical mile is equal to nautical mile is equal to 1852 meters. So this is the relation. This is one of the units to measure the distance, large distance, right? So 1 nautical mile is given like this. So this table gives the distances in the units of nautical mile of the visible horizon for the given height in feet above the earth's surface. X is the height and y is the distance. Y is the distance. Try to understand. X is the height from which the distance is measured and y denotes the corresponding distance. Now from the height x, the problem is they are measuring the height of visible horizon. What is this horizon? Horizon is the line at which it appears that Earth's surface and the sky are meeting. It appears that Earth's surface and sky are meeting. So at different height, the distance can be different. At this distance it is meeting. At 150, this distance, at 200, these are the values given. Some astronomical problem might be possible that they are interested in measuring this. So the problem is to find out the value of y when x is equal to 218 feet. X is measured, height is in feet above the earth's surface. Y is the distance in nautical mile. What is this? This distance? This is the visible distance from this x height of the horizon. Means at the place where the earth and sky seems to meet. So we need to find x at x is equal to 218 feet. What is the y? And another value also we have to find at x is equal to 410 feet. What is the distance? Right. So see, this value of x is not given over here, but lying 218 lying somewhere within this value. And another value that is being asked means we need to find y for this and y at this. So another value which is being asked is lying outside this given interval but nearby this, right? So we have to think for the technique which can be used to find out these distances. So how do we proceed on? Let us see. So first we can make the difference table. First we can make the difference table with the help of the given data. So first difference, this delta. So how do we find out? We take the difference of these two. This minus this. Second term minus first term. And we used to write the difference in the middle of the two. So this will be 2.40. Similarly this minus this. 15.04 minus 13.03. It will be 2.01. Similarly this minus this. The value will be 1.77. Likewise here we can get 1.61. Similarly here 1.48 and here we can get the value 1.37. Here it seems a little bit clumsy, but when you are writing in the notebook, just keep some distance in between the two values so that clearly it should get a place in between the two. In the middle of the two, it should get some place, right? So here I have the limitation on board, that's why I am writing like this, but you can do it nicely. So delta square likewise, this minus this, the value. Forward difference table we are making, so this minus this, the value will be equal to minus 0.39. And again this minus this, the value will be minus 0.24. Likewise this will be minus 0.16. Minus 0.13, minus 0.11, like this. Similarly, third difference can be this minus this, so 0.15. In between we are writing this minus this 0.08, this minus this 0.03, and this is 0.02. Likewise for del 4, we can have this minus this over here, so it will give minus 0.07. Likewise here minus 0.05 and minus 0.01. Some more values can also be there, but I don't have the space over here to write, so I can adjust del 5. So this will be this minus this again, so it will be 0.02, and this minus this is equal to, it will be 0.04. One more delta 6 can be there, which will be the difference of these two. Here it is going out, but you can manage in your notebook. So this is the, so now we have to find out the value of y for given value x is equal to 218. Now how to approach to this particular problem, right? So this 218 is lying towards the beginning of the table. So we can apply Newton's forward interpolation formula. So for this, what we need to do? We need to find out the value of p first. So x is equal to 218. This x naught, now what to take x naught? Here we cannot take this 100 as x naught because it is the initial point. We have to take the nearby value to this. Which value is near to this 218? Nearest to 218. The nearest value will be 200. Right? Nearest value we need to search on. 200. If both are equal, then any can be taken out of 2. But 218 is nearer to 200. So here x naught is 200. And h, as we can see from the table, is given to be h is equal to 50. So the value of p, formula we will apply x minus x naught by h. So substituting this over here, 218 minus 200 by 50. So this you can compute and it will come to be 0.36. So the value of p is obtained as 0.36. Now your next job is to write the Newton forward interpolation formula. So that formula requires the value of del y naught, del square y naught, del cube y naught. Since you have chosen this 200 as x naught over here, so y naught will be this, not the first one. It is not always the first one, right? So we have to take this value. This 15.04 is your the value corresponding to x naught, that is 200 over here. Now for forward difference formula, how to proceed on from this table? Then the arrow moves something like this way. First difference will be taken as this. Second difference will be taken as this. Third difference is taken as this. And next is this. So your values, required values will be this, this, this and this. So these are the values that you will require for applying this forward in Newton's forward interpolation formula. Because you know, when you are going to take the forward, the values come like this, value moves like this. After that we have to apply the formula, that after some time I will apply, but before that, since I need the table, I will discuss the procedure for the second value for which we have to find the function. The second value is 410. The value of x is given as 410 feet. Now for this 410 feet, how we will proceed on? So here, since this 410 is lying outside the given range, but it is right side of towards the end of the table, right of the last value of the table. So here we have to decide that we should apply here the Newton's backward interpolation formula, right? So for that, what are the things that we require? We require yn. an xn value, right? So in that case, the value of xn will be what? Xn will be chosen as this 400. Xn will be 400. Your h is given as 50. So you need to find p over here. The formula for p is 410 minus 400 by 50. You have to find out this. This will give you the value of p. So the value of p obtained over here in this case will be equal to how much? It is equal to this will be, the difference is 10 by 50 means 1 by 5. 1 by 5 means it is 0.2. So for the second case, where we are going to apply Newton's backward interpolation formula for the extrapolation, we get the value of p something like this. Now once the value of p are identified, we have to apply the formula. Now see, from the table we have to move for the formula. So how we can move from the same table that you have made, how we can apply this backward interpolation formula. See here xn is we have taken as 400. So yn is this value, this is the starting value in the formula. After that, since it is a backward, so it will move like this. After that, second value will be this. After that, the value is this. And next the value is this. When you will make this table by giving appropriate gaps at all places and write exactly the values exactly in the middle, then good pattern you can observe for the forward as well as for the backward. Likewise, this will be over here and it will proceed on. So for the backward, we are interested in just I can change the symbol so that you can differentiate. So this is the value for backward. This will be the value observed for backward. This will be this next value, and this value is common for them. So from the same table, why we are taking this? Because the sign changes. Already we have discussed many times that when you are going to apply the forward difference formula or backward difference formula, every time we are going to take the difference, but the location of the point changes, accordingly the formula changes. So here we are getting the straight line type of thing, sloping upward, but for forward we are getting sloping downward. So from the same table we have to make and you can apply the forward difference or the backward difference as per your requirement. Now see how we can apply. So you have this formula, we can note it down. For the first value of x, how we can apply this Newton forward interpolation formula. So this we have already discussed, that this is the value of p that we have obtained. Now using this Newton's forward interpolation formula, so how we can apply this Newton forward interpolation formula? So this is the value y at 218, means the functional value of f at 200 at x is equal to 218 can be written like this. So this is the formula that we already know. So every time when you are solving, you have to quote the formula. After this y naught, these are the values obtained from the table that we have made. Y naught, then p, the value is given, then del y naught from the table, and the value of p is substituted like this, then the value from the table, and so on. And after simplifying this, again you are advised to use calculator. Don't do these manual calculations, otherwise it will be simply a waste of time. So after calculating this, we can have the value something like this, which is equivalent to 15.7 nautical miles, right? So at the end you have to note down the unit in which the question was being asked. Similarly, for the second question, at x is equal to 410, we have already computed the p values and the table. Table has already been made, and you have been shown how to take the values. Here we will write the formula. Newton backward formula is written something like this, already given to you. And we have to substitute the value. So y at 400 was like this. P value is 0.2 in this case, and this value is from the table. That dotted arrow line we have given. So next value are taken like that, and after summing over these, calculating this, we get this. Now here I have left dot dot dot. Now what is the significance of this? Now you observe the value, means sometimes it is possible that all values are not required. Sometimes it can be noted. So we see over here that this value, this value, this value and this value. So what is common in these two? Up to first order, means after first decimal point, these values are matching. But when we are going to take the next term, you see that the another 2 is also matching. So it means that it depends up to how much decimal points you want to match the exact value. So if you have more terms left in your table, then you can take. But if you want to just truncate after only 2 terms, then you see that the values are coming up to this 1 point and this point. So you may not take this value, because you see that this up to first order of approximation means after 1 decimal point the things are matching, right? So that's why I have written dot dot dot. Might be possible that you may leave this value and up to this value you can compute. So it depends up to how what is the precision that you require. So likewise, otherwise if as many number of values are there, you can compute that also, then that will be exact. So these are the scope that if you have some time limitation or some other constants, then if you want up to 2 decimal digits, then you can stop up to here. Although in the table it might be possible that some of the differences are still available. So this we decide as per our requirement. So after simplifying this, again I am advising use calculator for that, and simplifying that we obtain like this. So this is the way how we can find out the values of function at particular values of x, which is satisfying the given data using Newton forward and backward interpolation formulas. Thank you.